A greedy mechanic hits a car's engine with an iron rod and makes all the engine oil fall out. When the old lady comes to take her car, he says, "Madam, your car is completely fine now." The lady gives him money and drives away. The greedy mechanic and his partner smile and say, "Very good. Now the real work will start." After driving a short distance, the old lady's car suddenly stops. The two greedy mechanics laugh and say, "Now this will be fun. We'll make good money." The old lady gets out of the car and sees oil leaking from the engine. She gets angry and goes back to the mechanic. "Hey brother, I paid you to fix the engine, and now the car has stopped again." The greedy mechanic says, "Madam, we did the work you asked for. If it stopped again, maybe there's another problem." The other greedy mechanic says, "Maybe you didn't check the oil?" The old lady replies, "I just put new oil. The car was working perfectly." The greedy mechanic says, "Madam, don't worry. We can help you. Sometimes small issues happen." The old lady says, "Okay, please check the oil." The mechanic answers, "Sure, but we'll have to take the car to our workshop." They push the car back to the workshop. When they reach there, they say, "Madam, you can go for a little walk. We'll check the car." The old lady leaves. As soon as she goes, the greedy mechanics start opening parts of her car and make the engine worse. One laughs and says, "Now tell her everything is fine." When the lady returns, they say, "Madam, we checked your car. There are many problems. Some parts need to be changed." The old lady is shocked and says, "What? My car is new." The greedy mechanic replies, "You should be thankful we found the problem in time, or your engine would be destroyed." The lady asks, "Can you repair it?" He quickly says, "Of course, we are experts." The old lady trusts them and leaves the car there. They smile and say, "This car is like a treasure for us. Yes, innocent people make us rich." But a young, honest mechanic, Pedro, sees everything. He stays quiet for a while. Later, the old lady comes back and asks, "So is my car ready?" The greedy mechanic says, "Yes, madam. Everything is fixed." He gives her a long bill with expensive parts and labor charges. The old lady is shocked but pays because she has no choice. After she leaves, the greedy mechanics happily share the money. Pedro walks up to them and says, "You are doing wrong. Cheating honest customers is not right." One greedy mechanic laughs and says, "Oh, Pedro, are you a preacher now? We use our brain to earn money." The other one adds, "Yes, think like a shark. Only then you win." They put some money in Pedro's pocket and walk away laughing. Pedro stays silent but promises in his heart that he will not let this happen again. After some time, the old lady returns and says, "My car got worse after you fixed it. What did you do?" Pedro steps forward and says, "Madam, show me. I'll check it myself." He opens the engine and sees many parts are missing. He says, "Madam, they removed some parts. Don't worry, I'll fix it now." Pedro works hard and repairs the car. Then he says, "This service is under guarantee. No charges, madam." The old lady smiles and says, "You are honest and kind. Where are those two?" Pedro replies, "Madam, it's better to stay away from them. They always cheat customers." The old lady says, "Call them. I want to talk to them myself after a while." Beto and Turkus come. They say, "Madam, everything okay?" The old lady says in a strict tone, "Yes, everything is fine, but your game is over." They look confused and ask, "What do you mean?" The old lady replies, "I am the owner of this workshop. I know all your tricks now." Their faces turn pale. Beto says, "Madam, please forgive us. We won't do this again." The lady says, "No, you cheated customers and ruined my workshop's name. Get out now." They beg, but she shouts, "Leave right now, or I'll call the police." They run away in shame. The lady looks at Pedro and says, "Pedro, you stood for honesty. You deserve a reward." Pedro replies, "Madam, I only did my duty." She smiles and says, "From now on, you are the new manager of this workshop, and I'll increase your salary." Pedro's eyes fill with happy tears. He says, "Madam, I promise. From now on, only honesty will work here."